Well, has it happened to you that your checkout page is not working and then you wake up one day and you're like, what? It's been not working for the last 5 years and 5 days and you're worried about the revenue not coming in. Well, something like that happened with me. So one of my site, sheetai.app, had an issue where the pricing was not working for approx 10 days because one of the employees ended up using cursor to push a change which deleted all the APIs. Yeah. Figuring that out. But the point being that I was not aware about that for literally 10 days. Of course, like the main thing is because our major revenue comes from a different application, so we were not that much focused. But at the same time, dude, like breaking off a pricing page was a serious issue. This is not the first time things break. I have been building for the last 5 years. We have been building in team for the last 3 years. And it's really hard to keep track. One person adds some feature and it kind of ended up breaking the other person's feature. It's easy if you have like 5 to 10 features to keep track of them. But if you have like hundreds of them, and then it becomes quite hard to maintain. So we tried different things, from implementing an API, tracking the API errors, setting up bug snags, setting up sanity. There are multiple platforms which we implemented. But again, you have to implement them for each API. There has been different payment issue. Being an Indian, I don't know why that is. I never expected that to be the issue. But again, I haven't still been years. I haven't been able to finalize. But then I thought, what if we can have AI follow the steps? So basically, it started with me thinking like let's just hire a developer, a tester, per se, whom I'm going to tell, test this. The problem with tester is he's human, likely making mistakes, and I usually have a little bit trouble hiring because when I'm working, I'm like, how to figure out time for hiring this and that, like finalizing good candidates and stuff. So that was also there, not able to find the right candidate. And the second thing is too many expectations. I need them to be able to figure things out if things are not working. And it's very hard. I keep on catching up with them, being follow up with them. Usually with tech, what we have faced as civilization or society is that the technology is much more reliable when it comes to a specified task. So today, I'm excited to announce the launch of Browsing Bee. So what is Browsing Bee? Well, Browsing Bee is a platform which can run tests. So you can describe your steps. Okay, do this, then do that, then do this, then do that. And it'll just follow them through on the server. So you don't have to do it manually by yourself. You can just set it up once, run it, and see if everything is working fine. And once it's working fine, you can just schedule it to be ran every single day. And you'll get a summary email. So basically, let's say you have like 100 of tests running like that. You'll get a summary email of 2 tests failed out of 98, out of 100. And you'll have the links to the execution of them, where you can see step-by-step screenshots of what exactly happened and at which step it break. So far, what we have implemented, I feel quite confident about this, that this will be able to help me handle all these different cases of making sure that the checkout is working, making sure the product features which we have. For example, right now it's testing this feature of creating presentation from docs file. We have had few changes on the UI, but nothing has affected that. So for example, this page, multiple changes happened here. There are other changes in the flow, but because it's AI deciding what to do based on your input of text, it figures those things out. So for example, you can see the uploading happening there. But anyhow, so what I'm trying to say is, if you have a web application, you can even have a tester, that doesn't matter. Browsing Bee can help you improve the reliability of your platform, can test steps like a user would, and give you a final report. Now, of course, if you are in the market, you might have seen different platforms. For example, ChatGPT agent or many companies working on this. And I am a founder, so I'm building something. Of course, be like, oh, if they are going to do it, what? We tried. While it's amazing, the flow which you are creating here for test, which is very specific to test, is different. I mean, of course, you can go into ChatGPT and ask it to run. It will run sometimes. It might not run sometimes. It's much different than the flow we have here. So, of course, I will highly recommend, if you have a product which is a web application, to give Magic Slides a try. Now, this was so much talk. I am making this video to be very descriptive, to talk about what browsing is and everything. So let me go through, show you. It was able to go through all these steps of creating the presentation, from choosing the template to continuing the settings, and it even scrolls down, settings, generate presentation. It waits while the presentation generation happens, and it gave me this. So you can see this is the flow. I wanted to test this, and now because the things are set up in place, it costs us much less to rerun this. So of course, you can just rerun this on a daily basis. But now the question comes, Sanskar, how can I get started? How can I even use this application? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let me start from scratch. You come to browsingbee.com. By the way, I love this name quite so much. I regret not being able to launch this much earlier. Anyhow, we have been working on this for more than 6 to 7 months. I can show you the GitHub PR request and different things we have done. But please trust me, there has been a lot of work which has been put into this product. So putting this aside, let's get started. Going to the login page, clicking on the sign in with Google option. And then I'm going to choose my email account. Of course, we might have, you might want to use Gmail and everything. That email, that also works. You'll be landing on this page. I already have test, but I'll show you how freaking easy it is to create a test. Go to the new test. Now, what I want to do is I want to create a test to check if the pricing page of Magic Slides is working. Let's see how I'm going to do that. I'm going to allow this. So I want to test pricing page working on Magic Slides. So what we will do is we will visit magicslides.app. Then we need to click on the sign up, because we cannot do the pricing without sign up. So in the sign up page, I need to enter a temporary email, and then I'll need to provide OTP. Wait, actually, the sign up process might be a little confusing here. So I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to provide it email and password. One second. I'm going to close this. This is today itself implementation. It will be much more reliable. So we will be going to magicslides.app, clicking on the login button, entering the email and password, clicking on the login button again. And afterwards, we will be going to magicslides.app/pricing page, where we will click on the upgrade button, which will show us a pop-up in which we will need to just click on continue. We will wait for a few seconds. It should show a Stripe checkout. Perfect. Now it's saying Magic Flights. I'm going to make that Magic Slides. And if I click on the test name, Magic Slide login and flow, start URL. Yeah, this is not upgraded. Magic Slides it is. Okay. So you see, again, it might seem complicated to you. I have really tried to simplify it a lot here. And any feedback is welcome here. So again, what it is going to do is I don't have to start from scratch. Again, if I would have not provided that description, I could. So we have that here prepared. I am just going to go to Magic Slides. And I am going to log in. I need some passwords. So I'm just going to go manage passwords, Magic Slides. Sorry, should not be showing you these passwords. I'll use any of the email and password, which I have created, because these email, which it's entering, it entered a random one. By the way, we have a very interesting thing, which is that if you have password written in your description, it will automatically make it hidden. That's a very interesting thing, but I like so much. Basically nothing, we are not making this input. We are telling you what it is it a password or anything? But if the password text is detected in this, it will automatically do that. So it's pretty interesting. Okay, so I'll just go through the flow. What it does is click on the login button. Okay, it will enter the email, password, click on the login button, wait for 3 seconds, navigate to the pricing page by clicking on the pricing link. Now there's an issue over here because what happens is we will be redirected to the dashboard, right? So we cannot go to pricing page like that. So I'm just going to quickly log in with this, sign in with password. And okay, I'm actually sent to the home page, so I feel this should work. Click on the upgrade button corresponding to the desired plan. Desired plan, we can just say premium plan. I wanted to test a specific one. We can wait for a 2 second. In the pop-up, click on the continue button. So there will be a pop-up, continue button, 3 second wait. Is this checkout page? So we have AI visual assertion, which will take a screenshot of whatever in the page and answer your query. I guess it's majorly already done. I'm just gonna run this. And let's see how it goes. Let's give it a few seconds. By the way, we have desktop and mobile features as well. I'll be coming back to that. Oh, it finally started. For some reason, it took way too long. Actually, I know why it took way too long. We mentioned the start URL to be magicslides.app. I highly recommend you to mention the start URL to be magicslides.app/login or whatever sign in, whatever the page you have for sign in. The reason for that is, the way it works, it has to understand the whole page, and magicslides.app, the homepage is very big. So it takes a lot of time for AI to understand, okay, everything is there in this page, and then it figure out, okay, now we can click on the login button. But it happens for the first time. It will not happen again. Once it's understood that page, you'll not have to worry for the next time, but it happens for the first time. So you can see it's entering the email password, it's clicking the sign in button. All the other things are happening, and it's also showing you all those things happening real time here. Clicking on the button after waiting for 3 seconds. It waited for 3 seconds. Now we are on the home page. So we have asked it to click on the upgrade. Let me see, login password. Yeah, pricing link. So it should click on that pricing link on the top. Again, everything is happening by, I'm just sitting there. It does take a little while. We have really tried to speed things up. Trust me. By the way, we are also watching the screenshots happen. But yeah, I'm so far very much excited of how it's executing. We did implement a few things which might not be visible here. For example, time and things like that. Okay, I'm extremely sorry for this. I don't know why this toast is coming up. We'll get that fixed. But yeah, keep your eyes over here. Interesting stuff happening. I think now it's confused because we told it to click on the continue in the pop-up, but there is no continue button. There is only credit card or pay with UPI. Okay, let's see what it is able to do. In the pop-up, click on the continue button. That's the step it is in. And I think we should mention that to be debit card, credit card button. It's really trying, huh? I think one thing which I'm thinking is there should be a way for us to be kind of, pause the test, edit the changes, and then say continue. Something along that lines. Yeah, that should be very interesting, isn't it? Because right now all I can feel is, dude, I will have to run this whole thing again. I would stop. I think it got stuck there. I'll just change this to credit. And it should be saved. I'm gonna reload. We had a save button, by the way, before. I'll run this scenario. I know the video is getting long. I want this video to be very descriptive. I'll make a short one. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube. No cuts and everything. I want good reliability as in like what exactly happening. Yes, it's taking time. But this time it saw, like last time it took around 39 seconds. By the way, I'll change this also. I'll remove this step of the login, visiting to the login page, which will really save us a lot of time in there. Now you'll see the execution will happen much faster because the first step took the most of the time, literally 1 minute time. Okay, it has visited, so you can see live screenshot is streaming there. Enter email field, enter password field. We should hide the password, by the way, over here maybe. Click login button after entering credentials. We are on the home page. It's gonna click on the pricing. Good. Very good. Perfect. I'll see you in the next one.